Intense, compassionate, shooting like a bullet. I can move the mental image when I see into illusions. I'm a death defier. Laying in the soil, I'm coiled, ready to boil. Climbing up the stages, boil, boil, and dripping bottom my cup. I'm bottling up. Pen of fear that's running me, I'm running amok. Gotta get loose with it. Truth sipping, mood driven, nude vision, living, loving, leveling up, and I'm seizing a moment to give me enough for ya. Climbing up the stages unfazed, I feel amazing. No, 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 no. Falling into a dark daze, my always. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Climbing up the stages unfazed, I feel amazing. No, 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 no. Falling into the dark days, my old ways. Most people want to be lifted up. They're looking for external situations to lift up their spirits. In this video, I want to go over with you how I use music to lift my spirits up, and how you can use your art, your creative talents to lift yourself up and have a more fulfilled life. Let's go! Psych! I'm back on the tree. So, there are two main ways that I like to approach writing music. And I mean lyrically. So, one way is in an affirmative way, and the second way is a cathartic way. And I'll explain those in just a minute. So, what I'll do is, I'll also mix in emotions within the, right? I will add emotion to the music, and this will allow it to fuel me with energy and passion to lift my spirits towards the truth that I want to realize. So many artists actually do this, where their art becomes their meditation, and connecting to that creative process is connecting to divinity, is connecting to the universe, connecting to God, if you will, connecting to oneness. You can call it whatever you want, but there's a connection that happens between you and reality, or so it allows you to feel the connection more deeply. Not all of my lyrics are straightforward and positive. Sometimes they can be negative. They're more holistic and inclusive. Order and chaos, positive, negative, black and white, they're all an integral part of reality. And so, just like reality is not all sunshine and unicorns, in this way, my lyrics can also have both sides of the spectrum and everything in between. So they'll go from positive to negative within the same song, very easily, very fluidly. And that's something I really enjoy incorporating in my music, because it allows me to kind of connect to this truth. So affirmative lyrics are lyrics that you want to be present within your daily life. Something like when I say living, loving, leveling up, and I'm seizing the moment to give me enough. Hey, look, Mojo's here. Say hi, Mojo. My beautiful cat. He's like, what are you doing? Also, the lyrics at the end of this video where I sing, rising above what I've been, the skyline is my horizon, defying the mind's confinements, drop it to open up a time riff. So I'm using these lyrics to affirm something that I want to be true. That's what affirmative lyrics are. Cathartic lyrics are something more, chaotic. They're just not focused as much on the meaning, but more so just on the raw emotion. The raw emotion allows you to kind of create a state of high vibrational frequency where you're kind of zoned in and your mental chatter has dropped. So when you're in that state of just intensity, why for example, why is metal such a powerful type of music? Why do some people love the really heavy growling, which I used to not really like? I couldn't get into it, but then I started getting the reason why it was so enjoyable. It's just that raw, like cathartic, like primal, just getting out that negativity, that stuckness within you, just just growling to the top of your lungs and just like banging your head back and forth like a freaking animal. There's something about that is attractive to the masculine quality and even to women. So that's a second way of using lyrics to lyrics combined with emotions to lift up your energy, lift up your spirits, and make you feel good, make you feel one. Sometimes my lyrics will be straightforward and to the point. They will literally say exactly what I want to say, and I'll deliberately write them in this way, trying to make sure each word I use has some essence of truth in it. And then I'll go back multiple times over and over and reread the lyrics and see, did I write that lyric because it made sense to what I wanted to express, or did I just kind of do my best to rhyme it? Because sometimes you're trying to speak your truth, but it's hard to put it into a rhyme or make it go together very well. So you get a little lazy and you kind of give in to just writing some random whatever word that kind of fits. So eventually a better word might come into play when you go back and reread it and you singing it in your head on your own, while you're in the bathroom or you walk in driving to work, and you'll be like singing your lyric and you'll be like, oh wait, I found the word. Other times you want it to be nonsensical. So other times I enjoy writing something that doesn't make sense, some kind of gibberish, just scatting or something like that. And in that way, speaking truth in that weird kind of abstract way where it doesn't have to make literal sense to be true, but in an abstract way it makes you feel something. And you're kind of playing around and you're having fun and you're not taking the rules too seriously, and that's it's beautiful in its own way. So experimentation is the name of the game. There's nothing quite like creating something like a new lick or a new lyric and being surprised by what you can create, something beautiful that you never expected. And in a way, it's like you didn't even create it. It's like it just sort of happened, kind of something beyond you, and it's beautiful. It feels great. You're like, wow, I came up with that? Wow. And it's this, through the process, you went through this process that eventually something good came out of it. You didn't just sit and something automatically good came out. You went through a whole process. And these processes can take a lot of time. That's why it's so fulfilling when you finish some kind of creative endeavor, like a song or a sculpture or a painting, because going through that process helps you to grow and kind of connect with that inner creative side of yourself. Life gives you little gems when you dare explore. When you put in the work and you explore your creative side, eventually you're bound to get better, right? It's not easy. It takes time. It takes some daring to do, because you have to accept the fact that when you start, you're just going to be terrible. You're not going to be good at all. And usually as an adult, it's much harder to accept being terrible at something. Our egos can't handle it very easily. But we all start there. My advice to you is to go for it and try creating something. Start where you're at, do your best, and slowly you'll start to get better. And it's going to take a long time. And you're going to have to be patient, and you're going to have to work through a lot of hurdles. But at the end of the day, is it worth it? I would say it is. People will say, wow, you're so good. And then, but you yourself won't be satisfied, because you'll be looking at people that are better than you, and you'll be thinking, but I'm not that good. I'm okay. So you can always look for excuses as to why it's not worth it. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's worth it because the process of taking on a creative project and seeing it through and improving your creative skills is a very fulfilling and beautiful feeling. So I urge you, I know you have creativity within you, to go and explore. Rising above what I've been, skyline is my horizon, defying the mind's confinements, and drop it to open up a time rift.